All right, Blaber, you up first. Tell me about your day.
Hello, my day was terrible.
What
Got a shit on 3-0.
about yesterday? How's yesterday? Any better?
No.
Yesterday was pretty good.
Oh,
no?
yesterday was pretty
IMT?
good, actually, yeah. We won 5-0 yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Damn. All right, cool. All right, you're all set, Blaber. Jojo, tell me about yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was really good. Usually we get shit on by IMT. Or not shit on, but usually it's hard scrims, but we 5-0 with them. Felt pretty confident about today, and then unlucky.
Word. All right, cool. Then Meteos, tell me about your day.
My day was pretty sad. Had to watch my boys get ran through a little bit. Okay,
Will this be edited or like continuous video? You know?
I think it's edited.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're not live.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you need to flame the out of someone and then say, all right, I don't want that in there, just let it rip, bro. We're ready? Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Cloud9 Forecast. I'm your host, Meteos, and joining me today is Blaber and Jojo. This is being filmed right after their match with FlyQuest in the upper bracket, which probably didn't go exactly as we'd hoped. Little slight hiccup. So how you guys doing?
I mean, not the best. Obviously, we just lost, but I mean, we reviewed some of the games, and I think we learned a lot so far. So we still have another chance. So
Yeah, I mean, it like right after the loss felt pretty bad. I felt like I was off today. I think I didn't play very good. I think we had leads a lot of the games, and we just didn't transition them. We played pretty poorly. I think Berserker and Vulcan did really well today, but we weren't able to like play the mid game well with their leads. I think we had bad rotations and just overall bad team fighting and gameplay. So
yeah.
hopefully it won't be like that next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, dude. I think every pro player has had that kind of game or series or day or whatever. Just things don't line up. Maybe didn't get a good night of sleep. Just bad day happens. As long as we learn from it, it's all good. We don't have to talk about the FlyQuest series too much. I'm sure we all like to move past it. One thing I thought when I was watching it was you guys were playing against your former mid junglers, basically. Did that feel weird? Did it feel like Inspired was just going after you only, Jojo? Because like watching it kind of did. Like, I don't know. You probably couldn't tell because you didn't have like the all vision, but like every time you went anywhere, he was just in the closest bush, just waiting for you.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a rat. I mean, I didn't even think about that, like, we're versing Blaber's old mid, and obviously I knew I'm versing my old jungler, but it didn't really have to do with anything with today's gameplay. I mean, we did some prep against them, so we knew how they would play, and that they like cheesing in bushes and side lane a lot and all that stuff, so we kind of knew that would happen. But I didn't really feel differently versus any other player, so yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking too much about because I was with Jensen. I did have a nice chat with Jensen before the game. I told him it was going to be a 3-0. He asked me for which team. I said, I don't know.
You were right. You were right.
But I had a great prediction for our series. And yeah, I didn't think about it too much. I think that they were kind of just playing how they, like, or at least Inspire was playing like on sides. Like he's been doing that, at least in the TL series too. So it's something that we saw. And I think it's just how they play sometimes, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always been something like when I was struggling, I probably don't look for those kind of plays enough, just like not playing through mid at all, just going through side, going for fast plays and stuff. Definitely kind of hard to play against. Backing up a bit though, you guys last week took out 100 Thieves. Was that last week, 2 weeks ago? I don't remember. At some point you took out 100 Thieves pretty decisively. How was that? Like, you guys looked real good against 100 Thieves.
I mean, I think we just played better as a team. Obviously, they were worse than FlyQuest, but we definitely still should have beat FlyQuest today. I think we played better in the 100th series, and the enemy just played much worse. I think we also team fought better in that series too. I think today I was just off. I don't think the whole team was 100% today, so I think that's the main factor.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think 100 are just like a lot worse. So it's easier to look like really dominant against a team that's worse. Like today, for example, I think we were getting leads, not as big as like our series was 100, But like versus 100, you can kind of see that like when we're getting the leads, we're kind of just rolling them over. They didn't really make proactive plays to really come back. And they weren't really in a position to either. But like today versus Fly, like even though we're up like let's say 1K gold, 2K gold from the early game, they're still like team fighting well. They're finding good picks on sides. They're just farming, getting vision, and eventually we just lost a team fight to them. Obviously other problems, but I think like they just didn't just roll over. You can see that like they're just a much stronger team. And we just had to play better, and we didn't play very good today.
Yeah, because it seems like this split, it's been a bit of a roller coaster for the team, right? Like there's the C9's back, just kidding. C9's back, just kidding. So I mean that's making the lower bracket run look good because
we're going up and down, and now we're down.
Back
so we're gonna be
we're back again. Do you think that has to do with how you guys are playing, or it's just going on that way? Do you feel like there's steady improvement? Do you guys feel like it's up and down? Like what's it been like for you guys playing together and working with this set of guys?
I mean, I think we are pretty inconsistent. I think some games we play very good and we're very, I would say, sharp, and other games we're kind of not too sharp on our decision making and kind of get lost. So the factors, I mean, I think it's different for every player. I think, of course, if the team is better, it's going to be harder to look good too and make those easy decisions, and also it's harder to team fight against much better teams. So we just have to keep working on those things, and I think that's why we look inconsistent, because some days we'll just look good against bad teams that won't exploit us, and then if we mess up and we're against a good team and they know what to do, we sometimes are not too good at matching them and like team fighting as well, or whatever it is. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just inconsistent because I think we all have really high highs. But also just this split, I think individually all of us aren't playing like how we expect ourselves to be playing. And I think as a team, we also just sometimes just aren't as coordinated. I feel like we aren't on the same page in mid-game sometimes. We aren't on the same page in team fight sometimes. And it just feels like sometimes we're uncoordinated. Not always. I think some games we have really good team fights, and some games we have really good like mid-game. And I guess just happens sometimes, I guess. But it's something we're working on, and it's better to be on the same page for a play than be divided on a good play and then no one doing anything. So
100%. What about outside the game? Like, you guys gelling well? Are you having fun? Do you guys like do things other than League together? How's that been?
I mean, honestly, most stuff in C9 is just League, honestly. Like, we're just scrimming. Obviously, we have reviews. We just talk about League a lot. Of course, we'll talk about random stuff other than League, but mostly it's just League, because obviously all our League players just want to win and just want to get on the same page and just get better. So, I mean, other than that, obviously we go on some hikes, or we'll just do some team bonding activities, board games, whatever it is. But I think we're with each other a lot of the day, most of the day. So, yeah, we're just bond with each other since we're just near each other all the time.
Yeah, I think we probably would do more stuff outside of League if we were doing better. Like, honestly, like, I think that with the expectations we have ourselves and expectations on this team, like, none of us were happy with our results, and we kind of just wanted to just grind. And, like, even the 3 weeks that we had off, we were just playing League only. We were scrimming, like, 6 days a week with one off day. And for me, like, it feels a lot better this year than, like, I would say previous years. Like, I know we're not doing as well, but, like, this is, like, it's been a while since, like, all the players are, we all play in the scrim room after scrims end. And that was definitely not a thing, I would say, the last year and the last 2 years. And, like, it just gives us more time, at least for me, to, like, be able to talk to my teammates, like, about life, about, like, just what's going wrong. Like, like, sometimes, like, you're having a bad day in scrims and you don't want to, like, just talk each other, right? And then it's, like, randomly at night, you might just be like, hey, what the happened today? Or, like, have some sort of, like, talk that will help your team. And I think that's been really good, like, for me to see, I'd say, just because it's been, like, something that I haven't had in my last 2 years. But obviously when I first was on C9, it was a lot more like that.
Yeah. So the vibes are good.
Yeah, I would say the vibes are good. I mean, right now it's a bit stressful.
Obviously the timing
Yeah.
of this is unfortunate. Like, if I was a player asked to come do like, hey, you wanted to do a podcast right after a really rough match, I would have told me to off. So I mean, I'm glad you guys are here. Definitely tough time to do it, but I mean, there's been a lot of good that's happened this season for sure. Most recent games, it's not what defines us as players. Any thoughts going into next week? Do you guys play next? I don't even know.
We play next week. We play Saturday.
Okay, so
Exactly a week from now.
Mm-hmm.
you guys are against TL, and then winner is in the finals.
Yeah.
This format always gets me, bro. Like the two brackets. Like, I don't know. TL's kind of been ramping.
Yes, they have.
So throughout this split, I feel like it's kind of hard to judge things because there's so few games. Like this split was so fast.
Mm-hmm.
But what I've kind of heard from Azale and Kobe on the dive and like talking to some other people is that like TL's been a really good scrim team this split. All like the same sources that say like 100 Thieves were frauds the whole time. What's your impression of TL?
I mean, I feel like TL, even last year, they were always really good in scrims, or like much better than how they play on stage. I feel like on stage they play much worse, but in playoffs it looks like they've been ramping up on stage too, and I think they're very good at fighting too, and they like having bloody games and just keep fighting you, and they're not scared to take just skirmishes. So I think it will be definitely a fun game to watch versus them, but I think we really have to play well against them and prep well because if we have an off day, I think we're going to lose, and I think they're going to take over. So, yeah, I can definitely see their improvement on stage, but I definitely do think they're still much better in scrims than on stage, so it shouldn't be that hard if we play well.
Yeah, dude, it's been really interesting watching TL, especially APA, because like there've been a lot of eyes on him, right? Like, to me, it seems like he's a player that, he's trying to prove himself. He hasn't really gotten like widespread recognition. I think it feels to me like a lot of players kind of disrespect him in a way, like think he's not as good as he is because, like with what Jensen said in response to his yapping. Have you seen the yappa? That's so funny.
Yeah.
But then the other thing that I find interesting is that like he's won most of his games on Ziggs and ASOL, but everyone gives him Ziggs and ASOL.
Yeah.
So do you think it's the case of like disrespecting him? Do players say like, oh, give him those champs. Those champs aren't good. He's not good. I'll beat him on anything. Or do you think it's just like, why do you think that is?
I mean, I think their balling is pretty good, and they're good at a lot of matchups. So if you ban a lot from mid, I feel like there are other, like his teammates are, of course, good, right? His bot side's good, and of course his top jungle is good. I mean, 3 mid bans would work versus him, but he can obviously play other stuff pretty well too. And I feel like it would give their balling a big advantage too.
That's fair.
But I do think that I haven't watched too many games against him, so I don't know exactly what people are banning against TL. But I do think it's not a bad strategy if he can only play 3 champs, let's say. Of course, ban those 3 champs, right? So we just have to see. I haven't reviewed much of TL, so I just have to watch those games and just see. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm definitely not trying to influence what you guys do in any way, shape, or form. I'm just a spectator. I'm watching the games. Some questions come up, and I'm curious. You have any thoughts, Blaber, on?
Yeah,
TL,
I mean,
APA?
I think right now a lot of the bans, like the pick bans, is bot centric, and I would say that like our ball-in and TL's ball-in are definitely the strongest, and if you don't use any bans for their ball-in, as you've seen in the playoffs, they've been doing really well in lane, and team fighting as well. So a lot of times people don't want to play like some matchups versus them, or they want to make sure they don't get super strong champs. Like I guess like Kalista, Varus, Senna right now in the meta, right? So if you use all your bans on APA, and they use their bans on your ball lane while you can't use any of your bans on their ball lane, it could become a hard game.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's like they have bigger threats on their team.
It feels like on TL,
For
like
sure.
even like if APA gets his champs,
It's like
he's
like,
still not the biggest
yeah,
threat,
he's
you know?
not,
Like,
yeah,
like not that
Yeah.
he's like bad or anything, but it's like at those champs, it's just like it feels like the other 4 players are bigger threats than him, even when he gets his champ.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
For sure. This Would You Rather segment looks absolutely insane. Do we have the whiteboards for that? Okay. I'm just going to preface this. I didn't write these questions. They're pretty out there. All right. Changing gears a bit, we're going to play a little game of Would You Rather where there's some whiteboards under your chairs if you guys want to grab those. And the way this will work is that I'll ask you a Would You Rather question, and you're supposed to guess the other person's answer.
Guess the other person's answer.
So you're gonna ask, would you rather, and then we're gonna guess what. I'm
Yeah,
gonna guess what Blaber
so
would
like
choose.
I'll ask Blaber some questions about you, and he'll write what he thinks your answer is,
Okay.
and then we'll
good.
switch it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, so I should write my answer then. Like I should.
When it's about you,
I
you
write
write
my
your
answer.
answer, but like you
Okay.
can't cheat. You can't look at.
Yeah,
his
well,
whiteboard.
Yeah, don't look.
worry,
Yeah,
bro.
No ghosting.
Yeah, Jojo never cheats.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let's get into it. So this first one is for Blaber.
Okay.
Wait, so I write it down or Blaber writes it down?
You guys both write it down.
You
You
write
write your
I write
answer,
what-
and he tries to guess your answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I try to get his answer.
Yeah, you're trying to guess his answer,
Okay.
and he's writing his answer.
Okay,
Sounds good.
got
And
it,
we'll
got it.
compare them. So, would Jojopyun rather lose his hearing or his sight?
That one's so easy, bro.
Maybe.
Oh, there's no way he messes up.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really?
Bro, you would rather hear than see?
Wait, I lose my. Oh wait, I gotta mix up. Wait. I'd rather lose, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
I'm about to say.
Oh, I mean, Blaber got it.
Okay, I got it
Yeah,
right.
You did get it.
1 point. Let's go.
All right. This next one,
I guess
you'll be guessing for Blaber.
Yeah.
All right. Would Blaber rather always feel like he has to sneeze or always have the hiccups?
What?
Bro, what are these questions?
This is
That's
so
good.
troll.
Okay,
Okay.
we sure?
Yeah.
Did we get it right?
I said hiccups.
Bro, the synergy's not
Oh
there.
no!
Dude,
Different
okay,
I'd rather
pages.
always have hiccups.
Yes, like no, like having to always sneeze, like it's just terrible.
It feels kind
Yeah,
of good.
No,
Doesn't it feel good?
no,
If
no,
I mean,
no,
if like
no.
I guess
you
you
don't
always
get to
feel it.
sneeze though, you just
Like, no,
always
you
are about
feel
to.
like you have to sneeze, but you can't sneeze.
True.
I'd rather just like
Always hiccup?
have it in my throat. Yeah, I don't know. I can't focus when it's
I
doing this.
mean, both of them are kind of, kind of hard.
I know I wouldn't want either of them to be honest.
Me
Yeah,
too.
most of these are pretty rough.
It's fine. We're 1 for 2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Would Jojo rather 1 always have a greasy mouse and keyboard, or 2 always play with a sticky mouse pad?
Sticky mouse pad?
Yeah, either a sticky mouse pad or greasy mouse and keyboard.
Okay, depends how sticky though. Like how sticky.
Bro,
It's the
super
same level of greasy or
It's super
sticky.
greasy and super sticky.
So which one I would rather have?
Yeah, which one would you rather
Yes, would
have?
you rather have?
That's hard.
I already wrote my answer, so.
I mean, I know what Blaber's gonna say, but I don't know if it's true. Like I already know Blaber's answer, but like I'm trying to think. Like Blaber had to have chose greasy. I mean, the sticky mouse pad, but if it's sticky, like. Okay, should I answer?
Bro's answer.
What'd you write?
Sticky mouse pad, of
Yeah.
course.
I mean, it's kind of
Really?
hard.
Bro, you know Jojo, like, okay, he has a paper towel roll at his PC, and if you want to use his mouse, you have to take a paper towel roll and put it on the mouse to use it, and after he goes to after he does like all of draft, he needs to go wash his hands. Like we finished draft.
Every game?
I mean, it depends.
Every game,
It depends.
yeah.
If I'm eating or like I touch something that's like dirty, I have to.
Like if he touches like
Wow.
his table, for
I mean,
example, or something.
people's hands are just dirty, and same as people's phones. Like people are just like I touch people's phone and it's so dirty. So I don't know. People just have dirty hands.
Wow, you might be the most hygienic league player ever.
I'm pretty non-hygienic, honestly. It's just that.
Okay, so the sticky dude, that's hard to play with though. Like I would have said greasy mouse and keyboard because like
I mean, it
it's,
is hard.
it's nasty, but you
Like,
can still play.
that's what I'm
Sticky
saying.
mouse pad, you're like can't
I
I
feel
feel
would
like-
rather play with the greasy
I mean, I feel like
mouse,
yeah,
yes.
I feel
I'd
like
pick that
greasy
one.
mouse and thing that you can. Your gameplay would be better.
I know, I think, like-
but like if you sticky mouse, it's so. Like,
I think if
inconsistent,
he had a
sticky
greasy mouse, he just couldn't focus for the whole game. Like at least with the sticky mouse pad, he could focus, but he'd be like triggered that he can't move his mouse.
Yeah.
If his mouse is f***ed up, I think he just literally would not be playing.
Yeah. Oh wait. What is this second one on Blaber's list?
Typo. So we can just skip to the third one, and we'll have another one ready for you by the time we get there. Don't worry.
Oh, what's happening? Just say
Okay.
it now. Just say it.
No, I mean it's literally nothing. It's a ZYX. That's like not even a thing. Okay, so this next one for Blaber. Would Blaber rather have all songs exist, but they're all performed by Pitbull, or only one Pitbull song exist and it's performed by every artist?
Wait, so there's only one song available?
Yeah,
But every
one
artist-
Pitbull song.
Every
Yep.
artist has sung it though.
Yep, every single artist.
And
if
like-
you want to be an artist, you can only have this one
And
Pitbull
if you want to listen
song.
to any song, only Pitbull sang it.
Yep. What would Blaber prefer?
Actually, good question.
Mr. 305.
Yeah.
All right, I remember.
Wait. Okay, this one should be easy. Can we show it?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I have any song sung by Pitbull.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
to me. Nah,
Nice.
this one's easy, bro.
Bro, like I don't want
There's no way
only
you can
one
listen to
song
one
in the whole
song.
world. Like there's just no way.
Yeah, that would be rough. All right, we're doing better now. We're doing better.
We
What
only
are
got
we?
one wrong, by the way.
3 and 4?
We're 3 out of 4, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Synergy's right there.
Fuck, we're actually doing good.
Yeah.
It's mid jungle gap. All right, we're back to JoJo. Would JoJo rather become a TikTok star or a VTuber sensation?
Okay, what do you mean by sensation? Like, is that like a star too? Is like the same thing?
Yeah, like a big streamer, but you're a VTuber.
Wait,
So
sorry.
either I'm a TikToker or I'm a
Does
streamer.
he do
that-
anything else besides TikTok? Like, is his TikToks going on YouTube?
Yeah.
Or
is
no?
it just TikTok?
Or is it
what?
just TikTok?
I don't know,
No,
man. I
I mean,
just
I
work
know,
I
here.
need to know. I need
Like,
to know. Because if
there's
it's
a
just
difference.
TikTok, he's not making any money.
Yeah. I mean, TikTok's
Or
giving
not
no money,
doing as
bro.
much.
But
He's-
VTuber, if you're streaming, you're gonna make a lot of money if you have a lot of viewers, you know?
All right, you're only on TikTok right now.
Wait, I'm only on
You're only on
TikTok.
TikTok. You're just a
Just a
TikToker.
TikTok star, whatever that encompasses.
Okay, let's say money doesn't matter though. If money doesn't matter,
Money doesn't matter. Money
Sure,
doesn't matter.
sure.
Okay. Let me think.
And I cannot show my face if I'm streaming. Like it has to be
Well,
like my,
they'll know it's you, but you're a VTuber. Like you have the cartoon.
so I can't show my face. It has to just be my cartoon the whole time.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, I don't know. Like,
Okay, if money doesn't matter, then
whatever. I don't care. Okay,
okay, we go.
Yeah.
I said VTuber.
I say TikToker.
Oh, close.
The reason I said VTuber is because Jojo doesn't like he doesn't like doing things when people are watching him.
True.
So,
But
if you-
TikTok, it's not live. You know, I can just like do it whenever. You know, it's not like I'm live streaming.
True.
I can just like film anything.
but I knew you were gonna answer TikToker based on what you said about the money thing, but I couldn't change my answer because that was just too f***ed up.
Yeah, true.
Actually, when I said that, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah,
No?
it's like way too obvious, you
I
know.
was trying to give you a hint.
Yeah, that's metagaming it. All right. Last one. Would Blaber rather be able to fly or turn invisible?
Is there like a cooldown? Like you can just be invisible the whole time,
There's no cooldown.
No cooldown.
No cooldown.
so you can just fly forever, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can be invisible forever if you want.
That's hard.
You can choose to not be invisible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a power.
doesn't
You
change my
can
answer.
choose not to fly as well.
But if you're invisible, can they hear you or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like if you,
yes,
like if you're walking.
yes.
So you're not really invisible, no?
You're invisible.
would
but
be
they can hear
invisible.
you. That's the definition of being invisible.
Yeah, but
bro.
it's not like as good as you think it is if they can just hear you, you know?
Well,
Right.
what if you're really quiet?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm good.
I chose flight.
FlyQuest.
Yeah, FlyQuest. Yeah, I chose flight for FlyQuest. After getting turboed by them today, I
Yeah,
chose
kinda
FlyQuest.
Let's go.
But there's just like no way I would rather be invisible. Like, what am I gonna do being invisible?
Spy on
I mean, you can,
FlyQuest.
Steal money or what? Like,
but they can see the money if you're bringing it out, no? It'll just be like
yeah,
money
but they
walking around.
won't know I'm invisible. Like, they don't know I'm invisible.
True.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Our final would you rather. Who would look best in the C9 2024 Pro Kit jersey?
Okay.
Me or Blaber?
Yeah. Yeah, me or you. Do not look at my board.
Yeah, I'm not looking,
Do
bro.
not
Don't
cheat.
worry.
Do not cheat.
Can we show?
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, we
The
both
fans,
wrote the
you guys
fans.
both
The
agree.
fans? That's
I agree
crazy.
too. I think the
That's
fans would
crazy.
look
The
great.
The fans would look absolutely great in the 2024 C9 Pro Kit jersey. Make sure to buy it at c9.gg/store. Thank you. And thank you to Red Bull too, and Kia.
That was
Yeah.
seamless.
Thank you.
Next, we've got some fan questions for both you guys. First one is, if C9 could join the LCK for 4 splits, how do you think you'd do?
For 4 splits.
4 splits.
Probably win Worlds. Win LCK,
Okay.
win Worlds.
Okay.
Maybe not our
Like,
first
like,
split.
like with this roster, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we could do pretty good. It's about it's really about the practice environment, honestly.
I agree.
Like being able to play Korean solo queue for the whole year and like being able to scrim against like the best like players is like you'll learn a lot. And like as long as you know we get like, let's say we get like 7th place, 1 split, as long as I'm promised none of us are getting fired, we can probably improve, going the next 3 splits. I would say we could probably finish top 3, top 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a cheat code going from NA to Korea solo queue and scrimming like obviously the best players in the world. So you're just gonna improve a lot because you're just versing better competition. Maybe the first split will be hard, but I think if we know that we're gonna stay together and that we don't mentally get up and like don't get demotivated and just keep improving, at least our first split, and we just keep on improving, I really think we can be a solid team like the later splits. But the first split would probably just be like a improvement time and just try getting as good as possible, learning as much as possible.
Yeah, I think it's just hard to like actually gauge because like all 5 of us have been like the top of our region. So it's like once you're not the top, there's much more for you to improve on.
Yeah,
like
sure.
Obviously there's a lot for us to all improve on, like in the splits that we want and stuff, but it's just harder when the competition is like is worse. And as long as we don't mental boom, I think like we'll be able to see how well we improve.
Yeah.
But who knows, maybe we won't improve that much. Like it's possible, like
Just get beat too badly.
Yeah.
You just forget how to play the game, forget your name.
I mean, we could be making, like what Blaber said, we're the best in our region, so we could be making mistakes that IMT is not going to punish, or like these LCS teams. But obviously, if you verse T1 or DK or Gen G, they're just going to punish it and we'll know right away. Whereas, like, if we make those mistakes versus LCS teams and they don't punish, we might not know. So I think we'll just improve and know our mistakes much more and just improve fast. Kind of depends how we take it, honestly.
Yeah.
Either we just mental boom and go 10th, or next play we just pop off. So
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a cool opportunity if a team could do that, but obviously, so
yeah.
a bit tricky to make that one work. Next question we've got is, could you guys beat the worst LCS team if you all swapped roles?
No.
Who's the worst LCS team?
We cannot. No.
Shopify, like since
It's Immortals.
Immortals is actually
There's
good. By
no
the
way. No.
like they're
there's
actually.
no way. By the way, this split is super close. Like we lost to Immortals when we were all on our rolls.
Yeah, we're 0-2 versus
We're 0-2 versus
IMT
Immortals, like on our rolls.
So there's no way.
No.
Okay.
But like, are we saying the worst team that we think, or just the worst team like from standings wise? Because who do you think the worst?
It's kind of
team
up in the air.
The worst
Probably
team?
just like
Yeah.
the
In my
weakest
opinion, the worst
team.
teams are like
Shopify, Dig?
Energy or Dig, probably.
Really, Energy?
Bro, Energy are.
Well, what do you think
Energy-
happened to them this split?
Bro, Energy are like really bad.
I
At
think
least in practice,
individually, they're just playing
in
worse.
practice, they're really bad.
Yeah,
Are they just boomed?
Huh?
Are they just mental boom?
I mean probably.
I don't know. Yeah.
Wow.
probably,
I mean, I
yeah.
think 100 are really bad in practice too, but they perform on stage, so I can't say them. They actually like do well on stage, so like can't
Yeah.
possibly be them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay,
Honestly,
so
versus Dig, maybe. I still think maybe not, but maybe I can see it.
Okay. Next one. When was the last time that you visited China, Blaber?
The last time I went to China was 2015 or 16. I think 15.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 9 years ago.
9 years ago. Yep.
If you guys make it to MSI, would you be excited to go back?
I am. I'm very excited to go. I hope we make it. I really want to go because I haven't gone since I've become a pro player. So back then I was going every couple of years because I had some family, like extended family, and I haven't gone since I was pro. 2020 I missed Worlds. The one time where I could have gone to China, I missed it because it's only been in China I think once since I been a pro, and I missed it that year. So I hope we can make it this year.
Cool. I've never been either.
You never been?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
This is for each of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What roles do you think are the strongest and weakest right now? And we'll just say in pro play.
Every role is pretty strong besides mid. Mid is like pretty weak right now. I mean, jungle's always broken. ADC is always broken, and it got buffed. The items just got buffed, so support's always broken. You can just be anywhere. I mean, jungle support, you can just do whatever you want. Like, it's kind of up. You can just literally do whatever you want. So probably those two.
Those are strongest?
Yeah.
And mid's weakest?
Mid is probably the weakest.
Okay. Blaber, what do you agree with that?
I think that I think AD is probably the strongest right now, personally. Maybe mid. Just because maybe AD's not the strongest, but it feels like it's the most snowbally. Like you need so many bans to play matchups, or like they can kind of just take over the game. Like if you watch Lucian Nami in other regions, they're kind of
Not
just
in NA.
no, none. Well, unless you
I mean, you guys
Unless
had
it's
the
C9.
one good Lucian Nami
unless
game.
C9 plays it.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been like the biggest resident Lucian Nami hater because like every time it's pulled in LCS, it's just the limpest looking thing
Yeah.
I've ever seen. But you guys had that one pop off game against 100 Thieves with it, so
Yeah.
I think it's hard to say because I think like 80 draws like the most like attention from bans, and also but they're also not hyper carries right now. They're kind of just more like stack objectives or win lane hard, like Kalista Varus type champs, right?
yeah.
But I also think like mid laners currently like enable junglers to be strong, but then they're also super flashy. Like if you watch Ari and Nico, like even they're picked to enable your jungler to play like Xin Zhao, like Wukong, like Vi stuff, but then they also have like the super flashy plays where they just carry the whole game alone. So I think all the roles are pretty strong, but I can't say jungle because I play jungle.
Jungle's weak. I mean, dude, I don't know if like playing jungle in pro right now looks. I'm seeing people rush Knight's Vow like first item. Like what is that?
I did that twice today.
Yeah, like that's so cooked. Like
Jungle is broken, bro. You can buy Knight's Vow first time and still be fine. Like you can just do whatever you want. Buy Knight's Vow. Just stay
Support
with your
too,
team.
right? Because they can buy that
Yeah,
stuff first.
support
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Knight's Vow is just the sauce. Why can't mid buy it? Why don't you slap
I'm
him on
not
Blaber?
sure, maybe. But mid is just 2 weeks, so it's kind of hard to get your first item. You just get no gold.
It's because like right now, I think
True.
even if junglers farm every camp as efficiently as possible, you're still down in levels and experience, or sorry, levels in gold to your solo laners. So
Mhm.
like, might as well I buy the nice value, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only time I ever have good jungle games is if you can like invade and like take their whole jungle too.
But that's based off your laners having prio.
Yeah,
you
true.
can't just do that if your laners are losing. So you know.
Just pull up,
Yeah.
give their mid laner some double buffs. What is your best story from playing internationally, or best experience if you don't have a story on hand?
Best experience beating T1. I mean, that game was like unwinnable. We were gonna on pretty hard, and then we just won. We were just too good. They like started Nash, and then we just aced them, and then we won when we all thought the game was lost. I think going into the game, we low-key knew it was gonna be like lost almost, but honestly, after the game, I just looked around at my teammates, and we all didn't even know what to do because we were just shocked that we won, how we won. Like we didn't even say anything, so it was probably that. Yeah.
That's cool.
For me, it was definitely 2021 when I made it out of groups at Worlds. I think it was the most memorable just because, I mean, 2018 was memorable, but I didn't really play the whole thing. So I would say 2021 just because we started the group 0-3 and then we made it out after starting 0-3. We went 2-1 the next day and then won our tiebreaker. Somehow we made it out going 3-4, but we take this. And it was just like a really memorable experience because like we were pretty good, like we were pretty close as teammates, and we were fighting a lot, like not in game but like internally, about like how to win and stuff. And I think we learned a lot from like playing together at that Worlds, and I was really happy that we made it out even with all the arguments that we were having.
Nice. Yeah, that's fun. Winning feels good. Winning is good stories. I guess next one is domestically. What's your best story or experience from LCS?
Probably when I won my first split, like when we lost first round to TL in the winners bracket, and we went to losers bracket, and we just like kind of threw it the whole way. Especially versus TL at the stadium when Danny got a Pensa. Like we knew from game one that we were gonna win the whole thing. After that happened, and our momentum just kind of went crazy.
That was such a protagonist moment.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like
The GOAT.
it was probably
absolutely
that.
unreal.
I think after that game, we just knew we were gonna win the whole thing. Like everyone was just before the game we were confident, but we weren't like nearly as confident as after that game.
That's plot armor.
That is plot armor.
That was. I remember watching that, just like, what?
Yeah,
There's no way, bro. That's a
I mean, I
shower
low-key
moment.
knew that Danny was also gonna win that. Like I don't know why. Just in my just deep inside, I knew Danny could win this fight somehow, and he somehow did. I guess he's just too good. So probably that.
For me, I would say 2018 Gauntlet when we beat TSM, because it was like we thought there was like no way we'd beat TSM because we were losing I think we lost like 20-0 to them in scrims like the week before, like actually, and then that was before like we played them in Gauntlet, and then We won 3-0 in Gauntlet. For me to qualify my first Worlds, it was like C9 and TSM had been to like 6 Worlds in a row or something, and then we knocked TSM out of Worlds. So it was like really hype, and then we flew out to Worlds, I think, the same night.
Yep, that's the C9 special.
We literally
That's
flew to, like,
crazy.
I'm pretty sure we flew to Korea the same day that we finished the series.
Yeah, what TSM roster was that one?
That was Hanser, Greg, Björksen, Sven, Mithi.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, stacked lineup.
Yeah.
Where do we take the selfie?
Hopefully this hits us all.
Yeah, hopefully.
You might have to turn on first.
Do I need to? Does that help?
You got it?
I got it.
I'm gonna put my
Is
hoodie
this
on like
really
an
not
emo
a,
since we
oh,
just
that's
lost.
a timer button.
It's gonna be sad.
That's good.
Emo vibes. 3, 2, 1, FlyQuest.
FlyQuest.
It's not working. This is awkward. 3,
I'm just
2,
gonna look down
1.
at the floor like I'm sad.
FlyQuest.
Unless I'm not supposed to.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's going to be it for us on this episode of The Forecast. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let us know down in the comments who you want to see next. Thanks for joining us, guys. And best of luck next week.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We're good? Nice.
Let's
Lovely.
fucking go.